So you want to release your next single on this Friday, and you sit down to make an amazing cover art for your song. Minutes and hours pass and you realize something. It just looks boring. It's missing something and you just can't figure out what exactly is that thing. So you just start to panic and freak out and you don't know what to do with your life. But I'm here to help you out with these easy tips. The fog effect. This is a really quick and easy one, but it will make your cover art more exciting and catchy for your eyes. Just create a hue saturation layer above every layer and boost the brightness just a little bit. Look at that. Everything looks more flat and just better. Don't increase it too much, because you will meet the Photoshop god himself. Everything from +5 to +10 will be just okay. But of course, the number depends on whatever you are working on. You can also use this effect independently on layers and groups to make them stand out just a little bit. Add little details. Let's say you have a white background with a square in the middle. This can be absolutely iconic if you're Kanye West or Ed Sheeran, but if you find it boring, you can add many little things to make it more interesting. For example, paper rips, stickers, tapes, and so on. I use these all the time and I just love them. They can literally save your life if you use them correctly, like for real. If you're drowning, ripped paper will come and save your life. I'm not joking, this happened to my friend Eric. You can put it on the square, inside it. You can also clip it and with a mask, you can make the square look like it's a paper that is ripped. Yeah. Or you can just put an image inside it. Anything really. Displacements. You can use displacements to create many exciting effects. For example, you can create the ink bleed effect in Photoshop with just a grunge texture that you can use to displace a layer. Very cool. Shapes. There are a lot of cover arts out there with all kinds of shapes on them. These things make the cover art more interesting and you can't really go wrong with them. Textures. If you don't want your cover art to look so clean, textures can make it look more dirty and dusty. Plastic wrap textures can be used on only one layer, for example, to make it look like it's wrapped in plastic. You get the point. You can use pre-made textures, such as my texture pack from Gumroad, or you can make one by yourself, but that's for another video. There are also built-in textures in Photoshop with different options. You can play around with those to create interesting effects. The possibilities are endless. Create contrast. Let's say you have a picture of someone as your cover art and you want to spice it up a bit. A really great tool for this is the gradient map in Photoshop. You can define the colors of the darker and the brighter parts of the image to create contrast and a duotone effect. Keep in mind that sometimes it works and sometimes it just looks weird. You can also turn an image black and white and then just add something really bright to it. By the way, I've already made a video about gradient maps, and you might want to check that out after this one. Try out different fonts. Fonts are probably the most quality defining parts of a cover art. If you use the wrong font in the wrong place, it can ruin the whole aesthetics of the cover art. You can find many fonts on the font, but if you're looking for fancy and free typefaces, you can search it up on Behance. And that's all for now. But remember, there isn't such a thing as bad or boring cover art. There are only overpriced ones. And whatever you make, it will be your own vision, it will reflect your own art style and how it improves over time. So just lay back and be proud of your work and say, this is me.